I put a downer on my day and say silage. It's been a while since I've been able to say that.
He's a clumsy duck.
What's happening, folks? YouTube is back again today, and I am at 4th Cut Silage. I've got little Maggie here keeping me company. Walter's away at the moment, and the shed is horsing up as well at the same time. They have put up the second apex, and they are putting gutters up there now, actually, I think. So the next stage is all the wooden beams. It's just up there to the right there, look. Whoa! So aye, keep them going, keep them busy. This is 4th cut. It's looking quite light, but that's what we were expecting anyway. There is some better looking bits, but aye, this is what you'd expect for this time of year. So let's get cracking straight into it, shall we?
So I'm just going to give the big M a little quick look over, because it has had quite a bit of work done to it after the last cut. Aye, so she's had a bit of work done to her since the last cut. So you've seen the mower bed, so it's now new. We had oil pressure problems in the back of the pump, which resulted in the plate in here bursting a seal and blowing oil up the back window. So we've overcome that by rediverting the oil. It's not supposed to be there. We don't know how it's ended up there, but it's not meant to be there. So it's now the pressure's well down, and that shouldn't happen again. Something to do with that purge valve or something else, not 100% sure. But it seems to be working so far. I was just checking to make sure there's no oil bursting it now or dripping. We all seem to be good in there. Not figured out the gear 2 problem. She can only go in first gear so far, which is okay, but when you're cutting grass like this, you kind of want to go a bit faster. There's some bits that are really good, but then other bits that are terrible. What else did we do to the beauty? I'd burst an oil seal in one of them, so Dad put a new O-ring in it, and they're not leaking now. That was one of the main bothers when we first got this big M, was these swivel joints, the O-rings perishing because they're that old and it hadn't been used for a while. So all the oil was pishing out that and on the inside there underneath. So that's all been sorted. The overheating was caused because this Hoover thing doesn't really work that well, and we can't do anything about it. But the purge valve, we sorted that because it was, well, the guy that was sorting the oil pump, the hydro, that big pump on the other side they were looking at, the boys sorted the purge valve because it seemed to be blocked off and not allowing the oil to circulate around the radiator. So now it's quite good at keeping cool, unless the radiator does get choked up, but it does work better now. Look at this smug wee bitch. Height of smugness. Aye, better crack on anyway, but oh ho ho, big shed. There's a guy away with our baler today, baling the last 20 acres that Dad managed to get off somebody down the road. So it's been baled now, and unfortunately I ran out of time sorting this machine up this morning trying to get this going, so I don't have my auto steer. So hopefully when it comes back I'll get it moved quickly. Just time lapse that field. If you are wondering, that is the actual speed of the Big M, and that's why we must keep it going till the death. So this field's actually heavier than I first thought. The heat rig was terrible, but aye, it's actually looking reasonably good. Very sugary. It's looking good. Fairly pleased with this field. Fairly pleased. So more like that. So back again, going today with the Big M. Got the auto steer fitted, and aye, it's just keeping me right. I had to stop last night because I don't actually have any bloody lights, so I couldn't open up any fields. Because all I've got is that one light on the right there, and it's not enough, so I don't really want to be ripping out any fences. Although I did catch a fence going into a field yesterday, and I was that annoyed about it I didn't record it because it was annoying. Like, I was really not happy. But hey ho, these things happen. So aye, I'm back again, keeping the Big M going, and the shed builders are back again today as well. Farm's looking beautiful from up here, really advancing. I think today it will just be the roof rafters, you know, all the wooden beams, but not 100% sure really, to be honest, because I'm not there. I'm busy with my cut, so gotta keep going. Got both the ducks now with the day, wee Walter and Maggie now, because, well, why not? They're not going to cause me any problems today. You might have been wondering why I'm keeping the mowers down at the turns at the bottom here, and that's just basically because I don't. The main issue is with it, when you're coming down this hill, as steep as it is, you lift the mowers at the end, and then all the weight goes to the front, and there's no weight on the back wheels, and I lose all my steering. And I'm not really wanting to go through that fence we put up last year, because it's a good fence. Like that would put a downer on my day, I'd say. Oh, that's absolute crap, but hey ho. Not very much grass up here at all. On the plus side, it's seriously sunny. Stunning! Been a while since I've been able to say that. Absolutely beautiful today. Well, down the road was actually yielding better than I originally thought, so, but up here's definitely no very much kind of grass toppings kind of thing. It got slurry, but because it doesn't get as much of a feed as down the road, because this bit doesn't get umbilicaled, it doesn't really grow as much. But there's supposed to be plans for a lagoon coming up here, but I don't know what's going to happen there. We really need it as well. Wow, so much to be done, but silage. The spider. Put a lot of faith in the dogs for that shot. I take back what I said, some of the fields are fantastic. Walter, did you just shove Maggie off? Maggie, come here. He's a clumsy dog. Really clumsy. Can be quite annoying at times. Must have been some high winds. Don't want this in my silage. Aye, take back what I said, some of the places I'm going, the grass is fantastic. It's really looking like this might be worthwhile, this cut. Well, that's another field done. Moving into the next one here. Just let Walter out for a pish. I could tell he was needing one, so. Aye, anyway, that was a wee time lapse there. Hopefully it went well. But hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. We'll see you all next time. I'll likely be in the silage pit.